Lucas Cochran here for BelieveLand Media Avon High School. Today, both teams did not disappoint. 21-14, Avon comes out on top. The story of today was the defense. Both teams never backed down. McKinley held a high-powered offense at Avon to 21, and they got 3 interceptions led by Dante McClellan, the 4-star commit to Missouri. Dante picked off Nolan 2 times, and then there was another in the end zone late in the game by McKinley. McKinley also successfully completed an onside kick and recovered it in the final minutes before they had a 4th and 26 attempt and a turnover on downs. Now, Avon, on the other hand, no matter what, they were behind Nolan's back. Nolan went 19 for 32, 285 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Still an amazing game, but his defense really backed him up today and gave him another chance every single time. Today, rushing game looked great when they needed it most. I mean, Nolan threw 10 passes to Matt Maxey, 10 catches, 157 yards. And then Grant Barr had 4 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown. That is a really good game there. I mean, last week you go 42-21, the St. Nations, and you come here 21-14. I mean, that just shows McKinley's defense. I mean, both these teams walk out of here and are able to say that they played a really good game. Nolan Good said post-game, I mean, he doesn't get shook. He said he just doesn't want to show them. He said he's really hard on himself. So for him to be a quarterback, I mean, you know how it is. You throw a great touchdown pass, everybody's going to rave about it. You throw an interception, everyone's going to talk about it. It goes both ways. So the pressure out there being the quarterback is probably one of the hardest positions on the field. And hands down, I mean, the respect for Nolan, to be able to stand out there, throw 3 interceptions, to still come out there and keep gunning it, walking away of 285 yards and 2 touchdowns behind 3 interceptions is something, I mean, can't be happy about the 3 interceptions, but that is a phenomenal game for him right there, especially against a solid McKinley defense. Like you said, he's got to pay respect to Dante McClellan. I mean, he's a great player. So, I mean, when you play against a guy like that, you can't show him that he got in your head, because that's the kind of guy when he's out there. His presence is known. When you come here, everyone knows who Dante is, and he's going to make his presence known on that field, and he did today with 2 interceptions. And no one walked away from this game. He shook his head, he's shaking it off, and he's getting ready for the next game. Avon started with 3 high-powered games. Ignatius, 1-0, and then tonight versus McKinley, 2-0, and now they got Glenville, 3-0, hopefully. For them is what they're all hoping. As they talk about, I mean, this team wants to keep doing this all the way through the state championship. This is what this team hopes after last year. I mean, as Coach Elder even said, they've been going back and back and back and forth. I mean, they haven't gotten a chance for that state championship, and last year was their year before Nolan's injury, and now this year, that's the goal. I mean, they want to send them off on a good note, and that's what all those seniors want to walk away with. Cam Montgomery for McKinley, even though Avon's defense pressured, I mean, that D-line is terrorizing. I mean, they're going to terrorize every single team they play. Cam still stepped in the pocket. He got a touchdown today. He had 2 touchdowns, even one in the final seconds to make the game 21-14. He didn't back down, even though it was a really tough game and a really tough opponent for him. I mean, his pocket presence, his protection, he had a great game for himself. And I mean, that's what McKinley needed. Avon's defense, if they can keep pushing any quarterback, any talent level like that, I mean, being able to hold McKinley to 14 is a really high note for these guys. Like Coach Elder said, I mean, this defense is a huge part of this team, and that's why today they made it known. They made their presence known, just like last week, holding Ignatius to 21, and they hope to keep doing this going forward. And Avon's got a really tough schedule ahead. So every game, the next step, if this team keeps playing like this and gets their defense known, they're a hard-hitting team. They had about 6 sacks tonight. It was a phenomenal game for them. Just walking away from this game, both teams can say, I mean, they both had their highs and they both had their lows, but both of these teams have points when they go sit down in this film room later this weekend or later this week, that they have things to smile about and be proud of their teams. Both teams put a great fight in today. Even though Avon came out on top 21-14, McKinley can still be proud.